Okay, that's nice. Okay, so we're gonna do. My last leg session was 4 days ago, right? Look it up. 3 days would be really bad, but I think it's 4 days. I should look it up first. Been a little bit too much lately. Okay, so we're gonna do legs. Okay, so let's see. Leg curls, leg extensions, Bulgarian split squats, leg raises, glute raises, squats. It's actually pretty intense, man, if you think about it. But I think like those like small isolation movements are like, kind of like easy, So I think this is what we're still gonna keep up with. That we're gonna do. Maybe we're gonna start with leg extensions today. And we're doing leg curls. And I like this workout order as well, since it kind of like warms me up for like the squats in the end. And if it's not gonna work out with the squats, at least I got everything important done. So this is probably gonna. Let's keep stick to it. So we're gonna do leg extensions, leg curls, 5 sets probably again. Hi username. Hello. How's it going? Happy Saturday. Weekend should be always celebrated, I feel like. Then we doing Bulgarian split squats, and I think we increased the weight the last time. If not, maybe 2 days a day. Then we're going to do those like leg raises again, and a little bit of glute raises. They feel just so nice. And then hopefully in the end we're gonna do back squats again, but this time. So I just realized today. So like I'm not too happy with my back squat technique yet, which means I have to improve on it. So like my ankle mobility is not the best. And by the way, we have to. Better? Since we're doing like a lot of like round stuff here, okay. Yeah. You guys don't have to see my pull-up bar today, This is like. Okay. Is it good enough? Might be slightly better. I don't know. Yeah. So like I said, I'm not happy with my back squat technique. And but this is nothing I can fix directly. So I'm kind of like working maybe like on off days, like ankle mobility, which reminds me I have to put it on the whiteboard really quick. Like got like a whiteboard hanging on the wall. You guys can't see too much. Basically, it looks like this. No, like this. And ankle mobility. Okay. What did you post there? Is it just like my topic thingy? Life in the digital domain. Rhythmic dance? What the heck? Where did you get this from? In pixels, the enhance? Okay. Now I get it what you made out of education. Life in digital domain, swing fitness, like the refrain. What does like refrain mean? Quads, hamstrings, rhythmic dance, cars, and apps in pixels, they enhance. A transformation revealed, determination sealed. Okay. 2,900 calories, the journey is Stride, Schneider's fitness in every pixel besides. You know, English is not like my main thing, right? So my native language. So I don't know what like refrain means and besides, for example, but I get like the idea. It definitely sounds nice, you know. It's a nice kind of like rhyme rhythm, but I probably have to translate it. But it sounds awesome, man. So yeah, we're gonna work on ankle mobility on off days, and I'm doing like the most likely use like my calf raise block, which is a little bit like elevated and kind of like doing squats with like it up, which means my squat position is better. It's a poem. Yeah, I figured like it definitely sounds nice. Wait, you even have it like in German? Okay, even like in German. Betritt die Bühne, Pixel werden lebendig, Stream Fitness mit einem Ziel, dem man nachstrebt. Der Beintag entfaltet sich wie ein Workout, Ballett, Oberschenkel, Hamstrings und Waden im Rampenlicht. I think it doesn't sound so great in German. Straffung der Bauchmuskeln, Kernkraft in Reih und Glied, Kilogramm verlieren, eine definierte Reise. Yeah, it's the translation. Obviously, it's like it doesn't sound as nice as in English. Eine Transformation zum Teilen in der virtuellen Luft. Okay, weit in der virtuellen Luft. Kalorien im Blick. Spielen Sie weiter Reise heute in Pixeln. Yeah, yeah. The translation in German, it's like I said, it's not as nice as in English for sure. But yeah, then we're gonna do calf raises. You know, always quads, hamstrings, calves. And even though, you know, be fine. And then we're gonna do some core things. What should we do for the core today? What should we do for the core? But I definitely like the first one username. Definitely like the first one. Yeah, what should we do for the core? I feel like maybe just like the on the ground leg raises, you know, basic stuff, then like the bicycle thing, some crunches, and maybe instead of like hanging leg raises, maybe we can do like the around the world thing, you know, like the it's kind of like hard to explain, but it's kind of like leg raises, but with like a movement in it. Or we just gonna do like some kind of like hip raises, like on the obliques, if it makes sense. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. It's just like abs, you know? You do like your basic crunches, you're usually good to go. Let's not make it too complicated. The most important part is just like the leg session today, you know? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Yeah. Like I said, the most important thing today is as well when doing those back squats, which I hopefully gonna do later, is to watch out for the use like the foot or like the what is like the heel elevation, yeah. The heel elevation a little bit. Usually you have like those kind of like squat shoes or like you know deadlift shoes that are like a little bit, you know, heel elevated. Since when I train, I always have like flat shoes, which is usually I would always recommend trying to have like stable flat shoes like Chuck's Converse, right? But if you have like bad ankle mobility like me, it just, you know, it's definitely helping to stand like on like weight plates or like on have like a elevation there. This one, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do back extensions. Where is it? Here. So let's do like the basic warm-up stuff, you know, a little bit of like air squats and yeah, a little bit of hip openers and you know, the basic drill. Basic. Definitely some fresh air. Yeah, this month it's gonna be interesting with the minus 2 kilograms, you know. We're definitely gonna hit like we're gonna drop below 90 kilograms. And then, you know, the diet finally starts basically. So yeah, basic warm-up. I always hate it, but I like it as well, you know. It's just like a 50-50. hate it when I start with it, but I like how I feel when I warmed up. Adam, Mike, what do you think? How tall I am? Not pretty tall, like pretty average. Whew. Whew. So I'm 179 centimeters. At least this is what I know of. Maybe I shrank the last years, but this is usually 179 centimeters. I don't know how much it is in feet, but that is my height basically. You know, not too big, not too small. And I think I looked it up the other day. I think it's kind of like average in Germany. Let's look it up again. Okay, I'm basically, 1 centimeter about average. So like for men, it's like really, I mean, it's just kind of like old. From 2009, it is 178 centimeters or like 1 meter 78 for like men. But at least I'm definitely heavier than like the average weight, which is good, if it's like muscles. And yeah. Okay, so at least, we are not average, at least, not completely 100%. Okay. So we're gonna do another warm-up round like this before we start with the leg session. This always helps. And then the first exercise is gonna be leg extensions today. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Do we change like the background lighting into like something more? Hey Kairos, man, how's it going? I thought you got like your meetup running. Or is it just later? Views. That's right. I like the rainbow stuff too much. Oh, it's already over. Okay. So like just like a high-end buy thing then. Okay. So I guess it was not to your liking, right? Okay. Yeah. Too bad. Do you have like a workout day today, or is it rest day for you? Usually, working out always helps. Whatever you have in life, working out definitely helps. At least within the, next 1 or 2 hours while working out. It's, tomorrow is push day, so it's like an off day. Okay, yeah. We're definitely gonna hit like the legs today, which I definitely need, man. We need bigger legs. And there's like only one way to do it. Hi, Exapass, how's it going? Good day to you as well. Happy Saturday. Okay, see ya, Kairos, enjoy. Your phone call, I guess. How's it going, Exapass? So I'm basically slowly warming up with my leg session today. I definitely have like a lot of things to do, but yeah, I really hope I can do back squats again with like a slightly different technique this day, like today. But yeah, what like 5 leg exercises I want to do, including like calves. I want to do like my whole core thing at the end. I have like kind of like an ab circuit running where I do like 4 or 5 exercises in a row. Then I'm doing even like some lower back stuff, and this like 3 times. So it's probably gonna be, especially like on stream when I talk too much, is like, probably like a easy like 2.5 hour leg session on stream. Searching for motivation for the tomorrow leg day. What better than get it from something doing it right now? Yeah, of course. I mean, whatever, like everybody gets like motivated from like different things, right? I personally, since I'm streaming fitness, I follow like a lot of fitness streamers and I see them on like every day. This is already like motivation. But I like to watch like a lot of YouTube stuff as well, Before I started doing like streaming my fitness thingy, or like before I even watched like fitness stuff on like Twitch, I'm a YouTube guy, and I like watching YouTube videos, and this is like still to this day like my jam. This definitely always gets me motivated. And the older you get, the more you appreciate that you are even like able to work out, right? That you're like kind of like blessed, or like kind of like gifted with. I mean, I have my lower back issues, don't get me wrong, like everybody has like a few things. That's not working as it should be, but nothing compared. I'm like so happy though. This is kind of like my motivation usually always, that I'm like so glad and happy that I can even train, yeah. But you're basically just using some, you need some motivation, yeah. So like I said, I'm starting slowly usually always. Hi Bowser, how's it going? Is it like a food emote? I guess it is, yeah. Enjoy, or it's like a giga enjoyer even. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I always start like really slow, but once I'm warmed up a little bit, you're definitely gonna see me work out and like sweat, Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do like my second warm-up round. This is usually always how I start my leg sessions, with some squats, a little bit of like hip openers. I I like to do even like an ab warm-up, a little bit like hamstrings, gluteus, you see it on the ground. And I even do like those like spine warm-ups as well. So like my spine is not the best from all the sitting in the past, you know. My discs are okay, but it's still, I like to have like some spine movement going on before I go into anything. And I even do like some push-ups to get like the heart rate up, you know, and to get like into the, yeah, you know, workout flow basically. So this is how we're going to start today. Okay. This is my first warm-up thing. How long have you been in the fitness world for? You mean like when I started like first time with like the weight training? Yeah, you can even see in Discord, for example, you see better pictures like from the front, from the back, and like a little bit more and like a better quality. So I think I started in my early 20s, latest maybe in my like mid 20s. I just went with like a bunch of friends that took me in, and I probably would never have ever even like touched any weights if it wasn't for them. Basically, it's I was usually not like a guy that goes like into like a gym and does like weights, right? But it was definitely nice to have like a bunch of people going with, and yeah, I don't know. It's definitely over 10 years, but it's not that I went crazy into it with the perfect trainings plan, the perfect, you know, food like nutrition with the perfect sleep. It's kind of like learning by doing, and you kind of like waste a lot of like, I wouldn't say like even like waste, but if your main focus is to build up like muscles in a really short time, or like if you want to get crazy with it, you know, at least like the workout has to be on point, has to be good at least. Same with the food intake, calories right, and the sleep. And I never really looked at it like this crazy. I just did it a little bit like on the side to feel good, to stay healthy and fit. But I think like the past 6 or 8 years, where I try to take it like a little bit more serious. It's kind of like a lifestyle from this on. But but really not like 5 or 6 times a day, a week. It's more like lately I'm definitely like way more motivated than I ever was. But just like three times a week, 4 times a week maybe then at peak. But yeah, this is kind of like how I started with it. 1 second, we're gonna do like the music again. Yeah, just like another. Yeah, so like 2022 was definitely like the minus 20 kilograms transformation, which was definitely awesome. I enjoyed it, and this was yeah, the most weight I ever had. um, yeah, just the YouTube videos you just oh, so like I wasn't even like watching those like music YouTube videos before I started working out. It just came after I started with the workouts. So I don't know. I got like pretty quick, like hooked on it. How good it feels. So like my background is I was like pretty active as a child, like skateboarding, inlining, and so on. Right. I was like basically like every day I was like skateboarding. So I was kind of like used to doing something sport related and to get like active, right? But then I suddenly stopped from the age of like 15, 16 until like 23, 24 maybe. And I did like nothing at all, and I kind of like completely degenerated on the PC. I did nothing at all, and it just felt like so amazing to finally get into something again. And I don't know, it it made like click pretty quick, that I like doing this. And but don't get me wrong, I had like on my on and off days or like on and off weeks all the time, and if it's like just like nowadays, it's definitely like a lifestyle, but back in the days, it was more like, hanging out with your friends, doing something active, and it was not even like to get like jacked. And this is still not like my goal to this day. It's for me, it's more like health reason to feel good, and that you might build up like athletic physique. That definitely comes with like consistency, anyways. Um, yeah. I would say something similar to me currently. Last year and around January, I just got switched in my head and told me, "Oh, time to hit the gym." Yeah, I can always recommend. Obviously, you need some motivation, some energy, to put into it. But I would definitely recommend to start like slow with it, and not try to go like 5, 6 times a week, which is way overkill. If like your main goal is definitely to build up some muscles, what like usually always everybody wants it, right? But I would definitely recommend as well do some cardio stuff, some running, biking, maybe like once a week at least, and keep like those both things up. If you do like, for example, like a full body workout 2 times a week, which is already awesome if it has like a good intensity, in general, you can definitely say if you hit like one muscle group like twice a week, it's pretty awesome, and that you can definitely work with it. And with a full body program, for example, if you train like this like 2 times a week and maybe like one cardio thing, it's definitely pretty awesome already. And the time investment is actually not like this crazy high, right? If you think about what you get out of it. Investing maybe like 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe a week, and what you get out of it is just like so much more. It's yeah. So if you need like any help to get like into it, just hit me up on like Discord. That was like a little bit like hard to do like between the sets and once like the workout starts, to talk about like everything in detail. But as long as you're like motivated and as long as you want to do something, this is like the most important thing. And then getting like started slowly. Enjoy the process. So 1 second, I'm gonna have to write my sister really quick. Uh, Okay. My sister just asked because of the dogs, but my parents can handle it probably. Okay, it's yeah. And enjoy the journey, you know? It's like every workout already gives you like so much back in terms of like, you know, it's usually it's healthy as long as you kind of like stay natural or like don't go like into like crazy heavy weights where you injure yourself, you know, this kind of thing. But yeah, just start with like a basic, you know, full body workout maybe, hit the gym 2, 3 times a week, and then see where, you know, how much you want to train, how much you can train. But if you stick to the basic, if you stick to like a good workout, um, if you want to build up some muscles, you definitely should, you know, get like some knowledge about food as well. Nutrition is so important, and sleep. You know, those three things. It's not too complicated usually. Um, and the cool thing about like the weight training itself is everybody trains like so different. And there's like so many like approaches to like weight training in general that you know, if you want to be like a powerlifter, if you want to hit like heavy weight or like if you want to progress on the weights, it's awesome. You know, if you even go like more into like the strongman stuff where you just want to carry around like heavy stuff, like any kind of like boards, whatever it is, you just want to get strong in general. Or just like me, if you know, hit the weights to stay fit, healthy, and build up like some muscles. And yeah, like, yeah, I know, like, especially like with the Corona stuff happened, you know, like, a lot of people stayed at home and didn't go out, and this definitely added up like extra. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's kind of like part of the lifestyle thing. This definitely is gonna hit once you got like a routine running and you appreciate it so much that you feel good and you know, and you're healthy. This is something you're gonna build up over like months or like not even like years, you know. And don't get me wrong, I'm not completely perfect with it as well, but I'm definitely doing like the best I can. Like, you know, I should eat more vegetables, definitely, you know, but I'm not perfect. The routine or discipline, yeah. Hitting 3, 4 times every second day would be my main go-to content. Yeah, so I would always recommend doing, especially in the beginning, do like a full body workout maybe. And you probably can't train like Monday, take Tuesday off, and train Wednesday again. It always depends a little bit how intense you train, and especially in the beginning, you should always focus on technique. Take it easy, take it slow. Get like your body needs to get used to it, even like your mind, and you know, and your head basically. It's not too complicated, but you still should take it like easy, you know, especially in the beginning. And always, you know, recover as long as you need. Basically, don't train over like sore muscles. And you could probably, you know, if you hit like a full body session with like a good intensity, you probably need like 2, 3 days off. It depends a little bit. How you're like, you know, it's always like a little bit different, but yeah. But in general, it's definitely nice to get like an idea first what you want to train, and then, you know, hit the gym. And depends a little bit where you live, if you want to train at home or if you go to a commercial gym. But every commercial gym nowadays that give you like a training plan, like a training system, a system that is usually not too bad. You have like trainers there, you can learn the technique, and that's all you need, you know. It's not too complicated. And stick to the big compound movement, you know, like bench pressing, squats, deadlift, or like pull up, like this thing. You know, like exercises that use like more muscle groups than like for example like a bicep curl, you know. Isolation stuff is fine, but definitely stick to like the big bangers, you know. Okay, so we're gonna start with leg extensions today, 5 sets. This is definitely gonna be fun. But by the way, how do you pronounce your name? Is it like Exapes or like Xpes? But I hope you have like a really awesome like journey, you know, and you enjoy every kind of like part of it. And it's definitely nice, especially like in the beginning. Weight training is like kind of like weird if you just think about, you know, moving like some weight around, but just to give it gives you like a way better like a way better. So like for me, working out is kind of like similar to yoga, you know. You work on your like a mind muscle connection, that you feel your body better. You work on the breathing as well. This is also what reminds me of like weight training, you know. I don't mind however people read my name. I'm good. Okay. Yeah, like the exa. I would probably pronounce it like exapace, but I could be like wrong here. But yeah, enjoy your workouts, man. It's definitely like a. I just wish for myself I would have started a little bit earlier, you know, like in when I was like 16, 17, 18 maybe. But it is what it is. I'm definitely more than happy that I started, you know. I can recommend in general to get maybe like a Twinnings app for your mobile phone. That just to track your progress, the exercises you do, the reps and sets and so on, and to get like an idea before you want to go into the gym what you're going to train kind of thing, and to prepare yourself. And nowadays there are like so many like YouTube videos out there that you can for example, if you want to learn like back squats or like a leg session, right, you always find like a bunch of different videos, and this is what I always can recommend, especially in the beginning. If you sit on the PC, if you eat something, whatever it is, and next day, for example, tomorrow is your leg day, you said, right? And you already get like an idea of what you want to train tomorrow. And if you have, for example, already back squats in it, what would be awesome. Even if you just do like some kind of like not bench press, like a leg press, for example, it's always nice to, you know, get as much knowledge as possible to into like it's like technique is so freaking important. And if you do it right, I swear, like the weight is not necessarily like this crazy important, especially in the beginning. You know, definitely take it easy. Like weight is not everything in terms of like getting bigger or like stronger. If you have like a pretty good technique and you actually feel the muscle you're like working on. So I'm gonna do my quick warm-up set for the quads. I'm gonna start like real slow. On upper body, lower body plan. So it works as well. So like there's like no perfect trainings plan out there. The trainings plan that you like doing, that you enjoy doing is like way more important than having like maybe workout plan that's like works way better for you in terms of like muscle growth or whatever it is, you know, but you don't enjoy doing it. And you maybe, you know, get like a weight training burnout within like the next 3 months, for example, right? Because you always have to find like a way to find like a training system, a thing you like to do, and then kind of like progress from there on. This would be like my recommendation. And upper or like lower body plan is always nice. You know what to do in the gym. After some Jesus. Yeah, I mean at first it's definitely like kind of like complicated. But if you stick to the basics, and obviously everything takes time in life, and it's you know, as long as I said, learn the technique first, whatever exercise you do, always technique first, and don't look too much on the weight, and work on the muscle feeling you're kind of like doing. You know, I was trying to give you like talk about like bicep curls, for example. Yeah, to do like bicep curls, and you feel like your biceps working like this, right? And you're not doing like any like, you know, momentum exercise out of it, or like you use like the whole body, for example. It's always like kind of like feel the muscle you're working on. Oh, you're definitely like pretty tall. Yeah. What do you mean, like? But if I'm not moving, nothing will stick on me. Um, you mean we're having like a hard time to gain like weight? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but usually, as soon as you start with the workouts and you build up like some consistency, like 2, 3 times, 4 times, maybe a week, your body definitely wants more food. This is how it feels for me. If I don't weigh like for like a week or two, I can definitely see like my appetite is going down and I can't eat as much anymore and I just feel like full all the time. But usually, if you have like, obviously, you're not going to start with a perfect trainings plan with a perfect technique and into weight training. There is nothing, as long as you're not getting like guided by someone directly, and stands next to you, do this, how, and this kind of thing. So, but at least, if you take your time with it, do some research a little bit, and if you're trying to stick with the consistency, and training is like one part, right? And the food is like another one. But for example, if you like pasta and mincemeat, I'm like someone I can eat like pasta a lot, and it's a good source of carbs, quick carbs, and it tastes amazing. And those like mincemeat, tomato sauce, best thing ever. If you're not into meat, whatever, you can always find like some alternatives, right? But this is something, or like peanut butter, or like the fats in general are like awesome in terms of like getting calories in, and even like in my diet right now, I'm still hitting like my peanut butter every day. I can't live without it anymore. Wait, you already went from 78 to like 93? Holy shit, you're definitely doing something right then. I thought you have like a hard time gaining weight, but this is awesome. So like in general, gaining like a lot of weight in a quick time, this is usually not what's like all muscles, right? This is like a lot of fat, and but as long, I usually have like this kind of thing when I always try, if I'm on my diet, or even I've never done like any crazy like serious biking yet. I always like I want to eat as much as I want, or like I try to eat as much, and every like 2, 3 hours kind of thing, and stay like full if possible all the time, um, and maybe eat like a little bit like extra. But yeah, awesome that you already gained like so much weight. Um, but weight training is it's a journey. But it's already nice that you have like already like a foot in it. So did you say like you already trained for like a year now, or did I like misread it? Or like how long are you like in now? You said since hitting the gym. I'm gonna do like the second warm up. Yeah, I swear, but this is like no issue at all. If you can't train for like 2, 3, 4 weeks even. Um, if you had some consistency before, once you start hitting the gym again within like a week or two, obviously you're probably not gonna gain like the 5 kilograms back, but usually you're like at the weights where we stopped at, and you know, don't go like too crazy with this that you have to train every time. Even though I'm like a person, I have to train him on my vacation as well. But obviously, when you're like deep in the jungle or whatever you do, it's kind of like hard to find like a gym. But yeah, but this is definitely awesome that you already gained like 15 kilograms within like 1 year. Especially like in the beginning, you can, if you, like I said, if you have like a good training system, that, you know, have like a good intensity and you really work those muscles, you know, stick to those like big compound movements like squats. I'm not like a fan of that deadlift too much. But if you do like pull-ups, you know, bench pressing, this kind of exercises, and you know, it's always like this kind of like progressive overload, right? That you kind of like want to try to, at some point, definitely to increase the weight slowly by week, you know, like from workout to workout, or even get like the reps up, the technique, the feeling, whatever it is. You always want to kind of like progress on this once. This is how you get like bigger, right? If you concentrate on this one. And then obviously, if you have the food, the nutrition, and then the sleep, that's it. Not too complicated. Yeah. I think it should be like still, you know, it's some kind of like lifestyle at some point, or like it takes like a little bit time to get like used to this thing, but I don't know. It should be like fun, and you know, the main thing should be really like fun, and kind of like build up like what is it called in English, man? I'm missing like the word here. High hostile. Yeah, we definitely we are gonna do like a lot of things today, and we haven't even started with the first exercise yet. But the first one is gonna be quads. First quads. Yeah, quads, and then we're gonna do hamstring glutes. Okay. I think. Yeah, and we're gonna do like 5 sets with like the first 2 isolation movements exercises. But nowadays with like YouTube, it's definitely pretty awesome to get like an idea what it takes to have like a good training system, right? Even though, you know, if you follow like a lot of YouTube guys and see them how jacked they are, you know, it's most likely not like completely natural. And don't compare yourself to those guys. Compare yourself to yourself and try to make your own progress, kind of thing. This is definitely something I would recommend. Eight, 20. Let us do like that. And since I already mentioned like earlier, like the training systems, right? Find like a training system you like working out with, but I would always recommend at least stick like a month or two to like a training system and see how it's actually gonna, you know, if you make progress with it, if you have fun doing it, and then if you feel like you're missing something, you can always change like those exercises, but at least stick for like a few weeks with like one training system and see, you know, if it's gonna fit you. And for example, oh, you're already bored of it. Okay. Yeah, like the machine training is it's really good. It gives you like an idea how you should perform like an exercise, and get you into like, you know, you have to get like your muscles, your joints, you know, everything has to get like ready for like the workout, right? It's not like really used to it, even though you're already trained for like over like a year now. You usually you should already be like prepared for it. And with the free weight training stuff, as always, and especially if you want to do like deadlifts and squats, those two like king exercises, watch like a lot of like technique videos first. And I don't know, just I can't recommend you like one guy that does it, even though yeah, this guy looks pretty awesome on like YouTube, for example. But if you just give it, you know, maybe watch him like a few guys to see like, you know, what everybody's saying about it. But this guy was awesome, and I just watched like some what university it's the YouTube channel called. This guy seems to be good as well. I don't know if he has like a good how to do back squats. I guess he should have like ones. But I just watched like his how to get rid of like a butt wink, if you know what it is when you do like deep squats or like ankle mobility videos, for example. It's like awesome. But in general, if you already say you do like upper lower body, right? You said yeah, get slowly into it. Always try to prepare yourself a little bit at home, maybe watching some videos, even though it's already like always different to see someone doing bicep curls, but do like bicep curls yourself. But I don't know if you have like the possibility in your gym to ask like trainers there, they get like paid for this, you know, that they can maybe look over what you're doing there. But this is always like just like helping, especially like in the beginning. At our gym, we had like some small writings down there or like some pictures how you should perform an exercise and what kind of like muscle group you're training with, for example. But yeah, just do some research first. This will be like my recommendation before you go into it. And take your time with those deadlifts and squats for sure. And if you want to get like into pull-ups, for example, you always have like some kind of like alternative with resistant bands first, or like even like a pull-up machine, for example. And even those lat pull-downs with a cable are not too bad either. It's kind of like similar. So another warm-up, and then we finally starting. Yeah, 52 minutes. And we have to start a bit early today, which is nice. Holistic. And don't stress yourself out too much, you know. With everything in life, you have to learn it, and you start at some point, and everybody started there, you know. Some people have it are like a little bit more like lucky with, you know, how they get into the weight training, have maybe like people that guiding them. But it's if you do it on your own, it might take like a little bit longer, but it's definitely possible. And this is how I started as well. Kind of like depends on how you know, how much time you're gonna put into it and do like some research things. And but I swear the basics are definitely not too complicated. And obviously, like watching like a different like fitness streamers on Twitch is nice, even though everybody trains different. But this is like the awesome thing about weight training. I feel like, you know, yeah. So this is gonna be my first exercise, and we sticking with like 5 sets. 5 sets is it's a lot, you know. I like to train with like a lot of volume, a lot of intensity later on definitely, but it's just I'm training a little different lately. I'm doing basically isolation movement first for like quads, hamstrings, and then I'm getting into those like bigger movements where I don't have to use like as much I'm trying to read as much weight, and I'm yeah, this is kind of like pre-exhaustion of like the legs before I go into like the other things. With the techno gym stuff, I think I have heard like the techno gym before. So we had like mostly like gym 80 or like those like hammer strength equipment. But I think like it doesn't really matter too much of like the brand nowadays. I think like every gym nowadays has definitely like pretty good equipment. This is what I mean. Like little drones, yeah, exactly. This is what I meant with it. Obviously, it doesn't get you like the whole explanation how to do like back squats, right? This kind of thing. But at least it gives you like an idea. And if you like more like of a book guy, for example, this is always something I can recommend. It should be not too expensive as well. This is basically called like the Muscle Guide. This is like the German version of it, but there's definitely that I know of like some English things as well. So what you have here basically is you have like from toe to head kind of like exercises, obviously like biceps, triceps, legs, shoulders, for example. Kind of like this is how it looks. You have like exercises in there like this. Kind of like the muscle group you're working on, how to do it correctly, how to look, what to look out for. This helped me like a lot, to just see, for example, like chest here, right? Like this one here. But this is something you can also learn while doing looking at like YouTube videos, for example. But this should not be too expensive. I think you can even find it like on eBay for like $10-15 or like euros, depends where you live. But this is how it's called. It's from this guy. Just look it up. I swear, it's definitely worth it. I really like it. It's from this guy, Frederick Lelavier. I think it's like a French guy, and this is like every few years there comes like a new version out of it. Improving stuff, and I can give you maybe like a full, there are like numbers on it, right? It's like ISBN number, for example, to find it, but I think you should find it with like a different kind of like cover or even like this one. I don't know if there's like even like a newer version out of it, but this is how it looks like. Basically, just see like Muscle Guide, for example, and like I said, it's not expensive. It's definitely worth the time, and mostly every exercises in it, machine training or free weight training. This is definitely something I can recommend if you like into like books and gonna check it a little bit. Since it's always nice to know first what kind of muscle you're using, how to do it correctly, and how much reps and so on. This is definitely nice. Yeah. But it's nice that you have like coaches there that can help you with this. This is like so important. It's definitely gonna save you some time, and hopefully like some injuries as well. Yeah, be like open to learn everything, and even like after all those years, I'm doing this one just by learning by doing. I'm far from perfect. I always learn like new exercises, new movements, and like I already mentioned earlier, that I have to work on my squat technique definitely and this kind of thing. It's always, it's never ending basically. Okay, so let's see. First set of the day. We're gonna do, like I said, leg extensions. It's a lot of like quads, and isolation movement first today. Let's go. Oh. Okay. First one is always, yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, but there are like so many different approaches to get into it, but there's definitely like a few things I can recommend. And try to have as much fun as you can, If you like listen to music, for example, this is always like a game changer for me. But I can always only recommend it if you're focused enough then and not too distracted. Okay. Yeah, and drink enough water. You know, take every time you train, at least like, you know, like a liter or like close to like 1 liter, you know, water with you and drink enough. Okay, so let's try to keep like the set timers like a little bit shorter than usual, you know, like around like 60 seconds maybe. Not track it today. We can maybe track it. A lower thing. Okay, let's see. 1 second. We're gonna hit like the one here. 3 more sets. Like in general, it's definitely good enough to stick to like 3 sets each exercise and stick between like 8 to 12 reps. Even though if you stick between like 6 to 30 reps at some point and you're working on like getting close or like even on the last set to muscle failure, it's still, you know, working on those like hypertrophy that you kind of like building up some muscles at some point. So it's not necessarily always like the stick between the 8 to 12 reps. But I can always recommend, if your main focus definitely is to build up like some muscles, wherever it is, you know, stick those like rep range is more or less like find a weight that you can, you know, move for like 8 to 12 reps. And on the 10th, 11th, 12th rep, it should always be pretty hard. And even though on the last set, I would definitely recommend going to muscle failure at least, you know, that you can basically just barely, you know, press the weight anymore. This is definitely something I can recommend. 1 second, we're gonna do the third one. What? Okay, we don't have like too much space. Okay. In general, it's always nice to have like an exercise for every muscle group. But for example, if you do like your back squats, right, with like a barbell on your back, and at some point, if you go deep enough, you definitely have like some hamstrings involved, some gluteus involved, right? Your quads are pretty much involved. Your lower back is involved, even like your core is involved. Those like big compound movements are definitely like feeling like more than like a muscle group, right? And I can recommend experts maybe switch the leg press with back squats at some point. Maybe you even have like some kind of like squat machine there that you have got like some pads on the shoulders. It's we'd call it like Hackschmidt. I don't know what it's called in English, but you definitely have some kind of like squat machines in a few gyms, you know, to do them. But in general, it's definitely always nice to do any kind of like back squats to learn those. And take your time with it. It takes definitely time to learn back squats. It's insane. And we're not talking any front squats yet. Front squats is another like beast, but maybe, you know, watch already YouTube back squat tutorial videos. And then the next time you want to do them, get like a trainer that looks like over the technique, and then get to use to those back squats. But leg press definitely trains like a lot of like your quads, your hamstrings, your gluteus at some point as well, if you go like deep enough. But it depends always a little bit on like a foot stand as well. If it's like higher up, lower up, like this out, or it's leg press are definitely awesome, but it might be too comfortable at some point, if you know what I mean. So 1 second, fourth one. Ooh. And there is no like right or wrong in weight training. There's always like a time where you want to do like different exercises and different movements, and this where it gets like a little bit like of what's it called? Dude, like speaking English sometimes is still hard, man. I missed like a few words here and there. So let's see. I highly believe there are some possibility improvements when it comes to this current plan. Yeah, like in general, it's always nice to always, you know, it's either like, so I'm definitely someone that always recommends going like full range of motion if you can, you know, like full bicep curls, completely down, completely up, instead of doing like these ones, right? For example, or like just like these ones. It's just like, in general, I can always recommend going full range of motion. This is something you can work on, but you want to progress on the weights, on the reps, on the movement itself, right? And if you make progress there, this is definitely when like the workout plan system is kind of like working, right? But those like leg extensions, leg curls are definitely nice, a good isolation for your legs. Calf raises is definitely like a must too. But I would definitely include some squats at some point. Yeah, or even just do, instead of leg extensions and leg curls, one session, just do some back squats, some leg presses, for example. This should be already gets you like fired up. But it definitely takes like some time to learn this, those back squats. But everybody started with this, you know. So we're gonna do like one last, and then we're gonna do leg curls. And don't get me wrong, those partial reps are definitely worth it, but more or less just like at the end of those sets when you can't do like any full range, you know, you don't have like the full range of motion anymore. It's definitely nice to do them as well. Yeah, and especially like if you stick to like too long, to like one movement, your body gets like used to it, right? And this is usually what you're kind of like trying to avoid. You want to always hit like your muscle groups a little bit different, you know. For bench pressing, for example, you know, just like the flat bench pressing. You want to do like some incline at some point, you know, with a inclined backrest thing, and it's even like declined at some point. Maybe do some dips, but always like different movements, different things. This is always nice, and this is, you know, this keeps you like keeps like the workout more fun as well if you do like those, you know, different movements all the time. Not all the time, but you know, every few weeks or whatever you feel like doing it, you should definitely switch it up a little bit. Yeah. The thing is, like I said, those leg presses are definitely fine, but you're not working on mobility there, and you're just focusing more or less just like on the quads, you know? A little bit like hamstrings and gluteus maybe as well. It depends a little bit. It's more or less just like quads and hamstrings. And if you compare just like leg presses with back squats or like any squats in general, it's like so much more worth it to put the time into those like compound movements, even if it takes like more energy or like time to learn it, than doing those like, you know, sitting guided exercises kind of thing, you know. But there's nothing wrong about leg presses, don't get me wrong. Okay. I definitely can feel like already like a slightly pump going on. So the next thing is gonna be like leg curls. Or you should always kind of like try to, with the weight training, to do what's like necessary. Obviously, you can make it like pretty intense that you're about to throw up, but this is not something I would recommend ever. I've never done it, and I will never do it. It's just like you have to find like your way of like intensity, and the main thing, like I said, is always if your main focus is on building muscles to train close to muscle failure, that you signalize your body that it needs like more here or like here, you know, and yeah, that you get like bigger or like stronger at some point. Okay, so we're doing maybe like another warm up and then yeah. Oh, for example, what I can also recommend express is lunges. It's either like walking lunges or like static lunges. These ones here, you know. Just do like these ones, and then those are like pretty awesome as well for like whole quads, hamstrings, gluteus. instead of like leg presses, or like, for me, like a perfect leg workout definitely has, but I'm training with like a 3 split, so I can add like a little bit more exercise to it. I like my curls and my extensions for the legs. I like my squats, and I like those like Bulgarian split squats or like walking lunges, lunges in general. Also like the 4 things I think I definitely want to have like in like one leg session. But this is me. And don't get me wrong, my legs are definitely way too small. So we have to work on those. But yeah, as long as I'm, stick to it with the weight training, it's just like a matter of time. Okay, second warm up. All right. All right. Yeah, as long as you're doing some kind of like squats, you know, um, and even those, if you just do like walking lunges, or like I can't do any walking lunges in here. I don't have the space for it, right? It's honest like nice if you have like a gym where you can actually walk like a few meters and then maybe turn back, right? So I'm doing this. I got like a roll for my power rack. I'm gonna do it later after this exercise. That I'm just gonna have like a leg behind like this, and I'm just gonna work like one here. So this is basically like the movement I'm doing. It's kind of like similar, but I definitely miss my walking lunges. Both. Um, it's probably smart to do like one exercise first, put like your time, and since like for example, if you do like your back squats first time ever, right? You're probably gonna do like 5 or 10 sets with it. And I'm talking not like with weight. If you do like your back squats, you have like your barbell and that's it. You're just gonna work on see how the technique is, how the lower back reacts, and this kind of thing, that your lower back is straight. It's yeah, it's a little bit, since you said you're like a little bit like taller as well. I think like usually like the taller you are, the harder you have it with the back squats, and it depends obviously a little bit on like how long like your quad is, or like your body size in general, right? And but this doesn't should you get like shocked. But it's definitely, I think, fact that the taller you are, the harder you definitely have it with the back squat thing. But I would recommend do like one exercise first. Since you're definitely going to be like pretty exhausted, and learning maybe back squats or Bulgarian split squats when you can barely stand anymore, or like, it's probably not the best idea. So I would recommend do like one first, and then you know, next week maybe the other exercise kind of thing. And I would always recommend doing these like maybe at the beginning of a workout, and not do like any like extends or like leg curls first, and then try to learn back squats. Go completely fresh into it. Obviously, do your warm up, if it's like running, biking, whatever it is, but do your like 5-10 minutes warm up thing, and then go like slowly into it. This would be like my recommendation. Okay, let's see. This is gonna be my first one for hamstrings. Oh, okay. Yeah. So let's see. Can we stick to like 60 seconds? Probably not. Okay, 20 minutes walk to the gym. Okay. I mean, it depends a little bit if you can directly start into the workout, but I would always recommend doing maybe like the air squats I do, for example, right? These ones I did earlier. It's always nice to do those if you have like a warm-up area or just even like walking lunges, this kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. Always recommend putting some time into the warm-up. Since maybe after like those 20 minutes, you go into like, change your clothing for like 5 minutes, maybe go to the toilet, and and then you're kind of like cold already, and then go into, into the exercise, into the workout. So I don't know. It depends a little bit how warmed up you feel. I usually always do like a warm-up set, at least one, if not two, like three, every exercise I do. Just the exercise itself is important, but you joined me while I was doing like my basic warm-up for lower body. I even did like some push-ups, right? This is the thing I do. If it's 100% correct, you can for sure do like other things. But yeah, this is how I like to warm up. Okay, are we ready for the second round? Yeah, definitely like some active warm up before, and then some, whatever exercise you do. Start with a lowest weight you can possibly do, and then do like a few reps at least, and then see if you're like warmed up enough. Okay, so we're doing like before, we're going with like 5 sets, which means we're doing like 3 more. And those 5 sets, I'm like so used to training with like a high volume thing. I would definitely not recommend if you're not into it. But this is me. I like doing those like high rep thingies. Like high set air, yeah. Okay. It's like so hard if you train your legs and you just stay on like one spot. Oh man. At some point, since I'm starting slowly with the back squats again, I can turn down those sets here. Yeah, maybe next time we're gonna turn it down a little bit with like 3 or maximum 4 sets. But I basically just started those like high sets with because I could not do any good back squats or like sissy squats. So I had my lower back like 1.5 months ago, like 2 months ago, and I couldn't do like any squats. How do you personally decide to yourself when to go on the cut back minutes? So in general, I would recommend if you just want to get bigger in terms of like getting some muscles, and you're just starting with it, do it for like 2-3 years, you know. Try to eat as much as you can without getting like super fat, you know, that you feel like uncomfortable and when it gets like unhealthy. But at least try to eat like a good amount of like good food, you know, good nutrition, and focus on like building muscles. But I personally, I like to be. I feel better when I'm more shredded, when I don't have like a crazy high amount of like body fat with me. But this is me. I do it like once a year. You know, where I shred down, started last month, and until like within the next 4 months, I want to be able, you know, to have like a good physique again for like summertime here in Germany, basically. But this definitely, you always have to remind this. Once you cut down, you definitely take like the possibility to get like the most out of your workouts, you know. Usually you just mainly build up muscles when you're in a calorie surplus, right? But this is not going to happen when you don't eat enough and you're in a calorie deficit. You maybe can do like both at the same time, but not as good as you would focus on like one thing, basically. So this should be like in your mind, you know, that you definitely don't make like the best gains when you don't have enough calories, basically. So now you have to decide for yourself what's like more important for you. You want to get in a, you know, in a shredded physique shape that you want to feel better. For me, it's just like always like summertime here in Germany, but it's like so personal. Everybody's like different, you know. So I think this was like the fourth start, right? My music is gone again. But yeah, so basically, um, I slow down like gaining muscles for feeling better and you know, uh, feeling better, looking better, and it just, I don't know, it just fits kind of like my lifestyle. This is what I like to do once a year. But it's like I said, it's definitely not the best for focusing on building muscles. And maintaining the weight, I don't know. This is definitely not something you should like focus on. It's either trying to eat like in a calorie surplus or maybe going down a little bit. Since I think like maintenance is kind of like a little bit like wasted, you know. Um, and you know, if you do like a bike, it doesn't has to be that you have like 20-30 kilograms more on you. You can do it like a smart way. You just add like a little bit more calories to, you know, to the daily calorie intake. Not like 1 or 2K calories, right? Maybe just like 200-300 or like 500, and you take it easy. It's like a way that definitely works as well, you know. But yeah, I've never done any proper bike yet. You know, I always try to eat whatever I want during like winter time here in Germany. Obviously, I'm like a pretty boring person in terms of like food. I like to eat my same stuff. When I'm trying to focus on building muscles, I just eat the same stuff but a little bit more. And I tend to have like 1 month or like 2, 3 even, where I add like, you know, some unhealthy stuff you not want to talk about. This was, by the way, the minus 20 kilogram journey before, you know, when I yeah, this went way too crazy for like 4 months. So one last set here, and then we're gonna do Bulgarian split squats finally. Okay, nice. So second exercise done, which means we got like a bunch more, you know, a bunch of exercises more. So this is basically where like my workout starts with the Bulgarian split squats. That's so weird. I don't know why like my music stops all the time. Something is definitely wrong with the app here. But currently, I'm definitely trying to lose some body weight. You know, I started last month with it, and I always do it like around this time. I give myself like 4 or 5 months of losing the weight. I take it really easy, and for now, it's like around like 2 kilograms a month. And hopefully, by like May, June, you know, we're at like 13% body fat, or like, you know, definitely like way lower than now. Yeah, let's set it up. Yeah, so do whatever like your goal is, you know, enjoy doing it, and definitely have like a goal. First, what you want to do like mainly, and yeah, so different from person to person. Like I think that's enough. But when you recommend to eat before the workout, I mean like breakfast. Mm. So in general, I would not recommend eating like half an hour, like maybe like 1 hour before your workout, but nothing crazy heavy. But this is me. At best, maybe like 2 hours, you know. And oatmeals are like pretty awesome for this, you know. Just like an oatmeal, maybe like a protein shake or like some eggs. It depends a little bit. But don't go like too full into your workouts. It just doesn't feel great. Sometimes, you know, I definitely have like those like Saturdays or Sundays where I ate my pizza before my leg session and it just feels horrible. But yeah, I don't know. It's like personal preference. As the thing is, I don't know if you're like familiar with like tracking calories or like, that you even have like an idea how much calories you're eating the whole day. But in general, I eat like every 2 3 hours, maybe like every 3 hours. Depends a little bit. If obviously if I'm like training for like 3 hours, I had like, you know, 1.5 hours before, so I didn't eat for like 4.5 hours. But usually I try to eat in like a 3 hour window kind of thing, or especially when I get like hungry again, right? At best, when you're like in a bike, you should not get ever hungry. But if you know what I mean, you can't eat like every time. But yeah, this is so personal. So we're gonna do again split squats, and we need some shoes for it. I think we're gonna do these bad boys again. Okay, so like energy wise. Okay, so I don't know if it's like those pancakes are like what's like really like in it, if it gives you like a good good amount of like carbs, if it's like really like made of like whole food. But I can always recommend if you want to hit the gym before, like an oatmeal, just like plain oats with like some, if you're like a milk fan or not, use like some rice milk or whatever it is. This is always like a really good like carb source in terms of like energy, like 1 hour or like even like 2 hours before your weight session. If you like oats, but this is definitely pretty easy to do. And I feel like I didn't have like mine today since I started too late with the breakfast, but hmm. Oh, hey Zach, how's it going on Kick? Sorry, I don't know when you posted it. I totally forgot that I still have like my Kick chat open. Which brand protein powder do you use? My brand is called like ESN.com, I think. It's like the site. In general, go with whatever like known protein brand or like what's like um there are like so many brands out there. I don't know. I can't recommend like one directly, I guess. But mine is definitely like ESN. I'm like too lazy to use like another one. In general, I can recommend just wait for like a sale. Don't pay like the full price. I feel like protein company nowadays has like a sale out there where you get like 20, 30, even like 50% off sometimes. And then you pay like the normal prices that you had like 5 years ago. So I would definitely recommend this. Look out for like what's like maybe not like the cheapest, but what has like a good like quality pricing kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a quick warm up for the Bulgarian split squat. There's like so many different like protein brands in the day. I use Optimum Nutrition. I had like my protein. I don't know, Body Lab. All kind of like different brands, and I think it doesn't really matter what. Find like something, and especially like with the flavors where that you like, and obviously that's like that's not like too expensive. Um, I'm not trying to train like my glutes or like my hamstrings too much with this exercise. So my main focus is definitely quads. This is why I tend to go like with a shorter stance instead of like a wider stance. You must go in your shake. Oh, you do like even like oatmeal in your shake. Yeah, this is definitely like an easy way to get like an extra bunch of like carbs. 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 banana, 2 frozen bits. Okay, cool. Yeah, with berries, this is like the best thing you can do. And in terms of like fruits, or like fruits in general, are like so awesome. 3 cups of protein powder. Okay, even like a scoop of Nutella. Oh, okay. This way I get like the 1,200 calories in then. Yeah, okay. I'm personally I'm not like a fan of using any kind of like weight gainer shakes kind of thing that has like so many calories. But whatever works for you. I rather try to eat my calories instead of trying to get them like via shakes. But if you have like a hard time gaining weight, you don't enjoy eating too much, or like if you're like on the road, it's easier to get just like a protein shake in. It's kind of like the same anyways, but do whatever works for you. But this definitely sounds interesting to get like just like 1,200 calories within like one shake. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Warm up. I'm eating like 3K calories at the moment, right? Which is, for me, it's definitely enough. But if I had like a shake meal, it would definitely take away the joy of eating. Oh, hi, Ron. How's it going? Hope you have a great workout. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I really hope so. So far, it's good. But I can only tell when I'm like at my back squats, you know? So like I talked about it earlier, like a lower back injury like 2 months ago. And since then I had like some physiotherapist sessions and I'm doing my stretches and it just I really always kind of like hope that my lower back is gonna hold with like every leg session, and obviously long term that it gets like better and better. But it's still like in the, you know, I don't know if it's like good yet. So yeah, kind of like May until I hit. Oh shit, we need some energy here. If I'm hitting my squats, this always kind of like shows then. But yeah, thanks, buddy. Have a great Saturday, Ron. Yeah, drinking much easier for me when it comes again. Yeah, like I said, there's nothing wrong about it. It just I like eating too much. Then I would kind of like, you know, but I totally get the side that you have like issues eating. You mentioned an app that tracks like the workouts, right? Yeah, this is basically it's called Stelios. It's for free. You don't have to pay for this, but it only works on Android. So it's like 50-50 that you're like iOS or maybe Android. I hope you're Android, you know, you choose the right side. But if not, just find like an application that you can track your workouts with, your exercise name, your reps, your sets, and the weight in general. That's it. I use this one for like years now. I definitely like it. Perfect. Okay, you're Android. Yeah, then you can definitely use it. You don't have to pay for like a pro version. The free version is usually good enough. But I can recommend this. Yeah. Like I said, weight training is, especially if you're trying to focus on getting bigger, building up muscles, you have to progress on the weights, right? It's all about progression. And so like on the reps, on the weights kind of thing, right? And this definitely helps, you know, to keep like track of it. And what I usually always do before I start my workout, I look what I did the last time, and then I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do this day, basically. And yeah, this definitely helps a lot. So I'm gonna do Bulgarian split squats now. I think we're like more than warmed up. My legs are like already on fire. But we still have to do yeah, 3 sets of Bulgarian split squats now. And I'm already warning you guys. It's kind of like hard to talk doing those Bulgarian split squat sets. So don't expect like heavy, you know, like that I'll talk to you because of like the heavy breathing. I do like one side first. Express, you want to choose like the side we want to start today. Feel free to say like left or right. You can choose today. I have to do both sides anyways, but what I usually do, I do like one side first, then I'm going to lower the weight, I'm going to rest a little bit, then I'm going to do the other side. I had like a pull day yesterday, back day yesterday, and it's just not possible for me to hold the weight this long. So focus on one side first, and then I'm going into the other one. So just say if you want, you know, no like forcing. But if you want to see like let's do your weaker side first. Yeah, I don't know if I have like really like okay, first left. Yeah, I don't know if I have like a weak side, to be honest. I guess like both sides are like kind of weak, if you know what I mean. You know. Okay. Let's see. They really want me to pay for this music here. I don't want to. you know. Oh shit, what should we listen to now? Okay, we definitely have to get music in. Otherwise, okay. So we're going to start with the left side. So like I said, the goal is put like 10, 11, 12 reps with it and then lower the weight, try to breathe, you know, and then we don't do like the other side. Okay, let's go. This is basically my first exercise today. This is how it starts. Ah, okay. I guess those window sounds was me, right? Am I like still online? I usually only hear them when my stream crashes. Oh, okay. Breathing. I mean, it's still green, but I couldn't look at the screen, so I don't know. Am I like still online? Okay, we're still online. I don't know what it was. Weird. Yeah, like, okay, yeah, maybe the stream crashed and then it reconnected, even though, thanks God, it didn't stop like anything. Sometimes I have it, but it's pretty rare. Seems like I'm still online. So like my workouts are usually between like 2 like 3 hours long, but it's on stream. It's like so different since today I talked the first 50 minutes or like I warmed up, right? So this is something like you can already, you know, what is like abziehen? Like, you know, it's not the full workout. Off stream is like half the time. So usually like a leg session on stream is about 3 hours, between, or like 2.5 hours. But off stream it would be like half the time, easy. Okay, so we're gonna do the right side. This definitely gets the heart rate up. It's awesome, but at the same time, it's rough. But this is what you should have, what you should enjoy, you know. It's definitely good. So we did the first set here. We're gonna do 2 more sets. And I think we might even do like 2 more kilograms. But I think like in general, you can definitely have like a pretty great workout within like 45 minutes. But I always recommend warming up first and don't get like too stressed, but you know, and I would definitely never recommend training for like 3 hours. That's way too long. And for me, it's like I said, it's not like a whole 3-hour workout session, right? It's a lot of like talking in between and yeah. Okay, so we have, for some reason, let's see, we're gonna listen to like the other one. Let's do, I think this was nice. We definitely got like a music problem. Need more music. I used to pay for like Amazon Music, but I figured I don't need it. And wait, this is the wrong one, I think, right? Maybe we need it. I don't know. Okay. Now we're gonna start with the right side. And we said, yeah, let's do like 2 kilograms more. Thing is, like with all that this live music things, there's like a different volume. Left side. I usually have it like way in the background, but I'm gonna, so like I cut this down. It was like a yoga palm that was like this tall. It was too tall for my ceiling, my roof, so I had to cut it down. It's gonna get like a new crown within, you know, once like summer hits, when it gets like warmer. For now, it's just like chilling. Yeah, and it's gonna go like back in the background. I actually painted it myself on stream. Yeah, but don't get me wrong, I'm not too creative. Okay, left side. Is it like really distracting? It's definitely like the first time. I didn't even know that it's like showing too much on my screen. Okay. I swear. It's all the breathing. Okay, so we're doing one more set like this, and then some ground stuff, some leg raises, a little bit of like glute bridges and this kind of thing, and then we're going into back squats, hopefully. By the way, experts, what kind of content you usually stream? Is it gaming? Yeah, so basically one more set here. And next time I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna lower a little bit my isolation stuff, but then I might go a little bit heavier here. I have to see. But we did like a 2 kilogram increase, which is awesome. I'm gaming the last 3 years in Counter-Strike and Onyx. Oh, dude, I love it. Counter-Strike was like my first game ever. Back in the days, like Counter-Strike 1.0. So like back in the days when you could like bunny hop, like strafe jump. This is when I bought like my first optical mouse, you know, and I was like hopping on like Dust 2, you know. I was pretty good back in the days when I was like 20 years younger. Nothing like on a pro level, but I was pretty good. And I think like the last Counter-Strike version I played was like 1.6. And then I quit slowly, or like I got into like World of Warcraft and like other things. But awesome, yeah. I used to love shooter man so much when I was younger. So many uncountable LAN sessions we had, you know. And it was definitely awesome. Like growing, I wouldn't even, yeah, I mean, it was kind of like growing up with Counter-Strike, you know. Like back in the days when you would carry like your whole PC to a friend, you know, but you had not like those like, you know, widescreen TV monitors or like screens from nowadays. You had like those freaking heavy monitors that you would carry with 2 persons around. And yeah, good days. Seeing a lot of YouTube videos nowadays. Okay, so like, are you playing like Counter-Strike 2 now? Okay, so we're gonna do left side again. This is gonna be my last set. And like I said, this is like the focus on like quads. Obviously, the deeper you go, or like kind of like the wider you go like this, the more hamstring and gluteus you have. I'm doing it basically here. I want to focus more on quads. You have like some separate things before. But yeah, Counter-Strike, awesome game. I still love it, even though I don't play it, you know, but I used to play so much. Before like the Steam era, basically. Before like Steam was a thing, and okay, like yeah, I just read like the money Valve makes with like those skins is insane. This was definitely before my time, you know. They had like no skins back in the days to trade and this kind of thing. But yeah, I figured it's definitely, yeah. Once you can make money with something kind of like for free or like, you know, it's definitely, yeah. This sucks then. Okay, left side. Ooh. Goes right side left. We can do it. And then we're done with this. I want you guys. That's gonna get rough. Just wait for back squats, man. Okay. Fine. Oh. Oh man. Oh. Boxers are briefs. Briefs are like more like the tighter stuff, right? I'm actually more of a fan of like briefs nowadays, since when you wear like regular boxers that are like more loose, you know, you tend to let something hanging out there, you know. So I had like so many uncountable leg sessions back in the gym when like my shorts are like were like ripping apart at like the, you know, this area, and those briefs are definitely like more safe. It's like comfortable enough. But yeah, I ripped like so many boxer shorts while doing back squats. This is insane. Now that you mention it. Okay, what kind? I like this like Kevin Klein stuff. Those basic Kevin Klein boxer briefs, or like there's like kind of like different sizes, right? Like it goes, I think, like up to like here. Even like the Under Armour stuff is not too bad. Yeah. So I think my favorite for now is Kevin Klein and Under Armour. I got like some kind of like workout Under Armour thing briefs. Okay, so I'm gonna do leg raises now. Yeah, no worries, all good. Yeah, especially if you're working out, if you sweat. And even like gaming nowadays on the PC for like 8 hours, 6 hours. I can't do it even anymore. I'm too old for this. Or like, especially not like we even like used to it anymore. It's just drinking water is like so freaking important. And it gets extra important when you do like some fitness related stuff. Okay, so we're gonna do leg raises now on the ground. So what I'm basically doing right now, I'm still doing like an exercise where I'm kind of like focusing on training like this muscle it's from like Atlinix, this YouTube guy, which I recommended earlier. He does like a video, or he has like one of his like most viewed videos is over like 30, 40 million views, I think, how to get rid of lower back issues. And he recommended this exercise, what I'm doing right now, what like I'm about to do. Then after this, we're gonna do back squats. And I just experts, just to give you like an idea. I trained for over 10 years, right? But I've never worked on my ankle mobility. And I just found out today, I mean, I always kind of like knew that maybe like my mobility is not the best in general, but that my ankle mobility, I have to work on. And this is also something that's going to benefit you by doing back squats. It's your ankle mobility. And yeah, this is something I'm definitely going to do. I posted something in Discord about it as well. Just like a few, exercises you can do about this. So this is going to be, like I said, kind of like, I guess like some part of the gluteus muscle. We're going to do like 10 reps with it. Then we're going to lower for like 2 seconds. And then I'm going to hold it for as long as I can. Basically, it's freaking intense, but it's like 2 sets of it. Okay, fuck, we did one extra. Yeah, so there's not, always something you learn about, or, it's not even like necessarily like new exercises. It's just like a different kind of like movement. And if you're all about health, longevity, it's like so freaking important to do like those exercises in a correct way. Yeah, like I said, those like ankle mobility things, it's like actually pretty easy to see if your ankle mobility is good. I just learned it today. So you have like your hand like this, right? Kind of like knuckles in, or how you would call it, and like thumb up. You would basically put it between a door or like a wall like this. Kind of like put it in like here, so like this. Put like the distance, right? You put like knee or like the foot in here like this. Goal is knee should hit, like a power, like this. But as you can see, not gonna work. So mobility, not too good. I should go like until here, but yeah. So I think for me it's kind of like this part is shortened, and like this part as well at some point. But you can work on this. But I've never done it yet. This is what I just learned today. And maybe in like a few months from now on, once I did this like a few times, I can feel like a difference. But yeah. Just like such a small thing, right? That's going to benefit you so much by doing any kind of like squats. Okay, so the second leg raise, and then I'm doing glute bridges. Freaking important too. For like your whole hamstrings, gluteus, it's kind of like hip thrust, if you know what I mean. If you have like a barbell on like your hips and you just do like these kind of things. It's similar, but this one is more like body weight related and higher reps. Okay. We did like 2 sets of these ones. Like I said, this is like something extra I added like 2 months ago. I don't know if it's going to benefit me with my lower back issues, but it's it's definitely like worth to give it a try. And the next one is I already did like one exercise for the hamstrings and gluteus, those like leg raises, right? Even though those leg raises are more focusing on like those hamstrings. This next exercise, it's real brutal, and the only thing you need is just like a bench for it. So it's some kind of like glute bridge, but I'm gonna use like my feet on the bench, so we get like more range of motion. And the key to this one is not to lower completely back to the ground, so we kind of like hold tension and doing like 15-20 reps with it, kind of like slow. It's pretty rough. So that is, let's see. I think we just called it like hip thrusts. Let's go. And after this, I'm gonna do my my back squats with. I got like my pad already here. So since I figured out that like I got like a butt wink going on while doing back squats. This is basically when like your hip is like in a weird position once you go like deeper. It's kind of like just Google like butt wink. It's definitely not a good thing long term. So I kind of like trying to avoid it in that I'm having like a little bit like elevated heels and maybe not go like as deep. I have to see how it is. The first time I'm going to try it out again, but it's been like over like 1.5 years since I did any back squats. I just started doing those back squats like 2 weeks ago, maybe. So I definitely have to improve on them. And this is like one way. Hey, Strength, how's it going? How was your workout yesterday? This is brutal. It is like an exercise for Kairos. Probably like one of like Kairos' favorites. Just woke up from sleeping on couch. Okay, good enough. You trained yesterday, I guess, strength. So get like some extra sleep in. No worries. Yeah. So like as you can imagine, this exercise is definitely pretty functional, you know. And even just like with body weight, you never did that exercise. So like, if you wanna get like a bigger butt or like hamstrings, I can recommend it. And if you wanna get like more functional outside of like your weight training journey, you know what I mean? It's kind of like similar to like hip thrusts when you do like when you have like your like this, and then you pull out like this. But this is, I feel like this one, the one I'm doing it's hitting more the back area, so I like it. So we're doing like one more like this, and then it's time for back squats. No way around it. But I swear, if you just do your basic leg extensions, leg curls, your squats, your bench, your leg presses, it's usually good enough. But it's always nice to try like new things out, and this is like one of those things you can do if you want to. But by the way, how do you guys think? How do you guys like rate my what I ate in a day yesterday? Is it like nice to know, or is it more like whatever? Like on Instagram or like Discord? Do you ever face body dysmorphia during your fitness journey? face body dysmorphia doing? You mean like that's like one body side is like too big than the other, or like what do you mean with like face body dysmorphia? Like on myself, or like explain? I'm gonna do like my last one here. Wow. Body mass is a mental if you to acknowledge it, you need to highly reflective. I mean, you hear me all the time complaining about anything in my body, so I think I might have like a slight body dysmorphia in kind of way. So like, I won't say like that I'm like too perfect with it, but I definitely have like my, but I guess like everybody has it, but nothing in like a crazy way, But I definitely have like a few zones where I'm kind of like not like too happy with. But yeah, thanks. I'm not like too crazy with this, but so like unsatisfied is not like facing body dysmorphia. Okay, yeah. So I probably, yeah, I don't know. So it might be like a different thing then for me. I guess like body dysmorphia is more like more serious or like intense, right? So guys, it's time to do back squats. Oh. But in general, like the nice thing about weight training is you can. I mean, it depends a little bit. Everybody has like different genetics or like looks like different than the other guy, even though same height, same weight, kind of thing, right? But once you start with your consistency with your weight training, you're gonna change. If you have progress with the weights and the food and your sleep, it's definitely gonna change. And then if you might personally, I would probably like handle it like this. If I don't know, if I'm unhappy with my legs, whatever it is, or like with the size and this kind of thing, you can always focus like a little bit more on those things if it makes sense. But I don't know if it really helps like with like body dysmorphia. If like Chaos says it's more like a mental issue, but like weight training in general can definitely help you like a lot with mental issues for sure. That you just feel better, stress relief wise, and what is the latest trend happening on YouTube where top YouTubers are leaving the platform? Oh, I don't know, Strength. I have no idea. Maybe they made already millions and they don't have to do YouTube videos anymore. They're just gonna live out their pension on like any beach, and so we said we're gonna do back squats now. So let's set it up. I gotta have to see as well how to do is how it is with my shoes to do any back squats as well, since it's like kind of like supporting the angle, but it might be, you know, even though I think I got like way more than enough movement in that I would have without the shoes. So, but I have to see. Today we're gonna make it like a little bit different. I talked about it already. So long story short, I'm including this pad here, this one here, to have like elevated feet to get rid of my butt wink. And yeah, let's try it. Not too happy with the technique. You know, the technique is fine, but it's more like can go better. Yeah, we need it one higher. This feels better. Butt wink, yeah. So it's basically when your pelvis is like in a bad position, and once you go like really deep with the back squat, you have like this pelvis movement, which I'm gonna show you like a video. It's easier to, and it's like in Discord as well. It's long term, it's not a good thing, since you can definitely hurt like your disc with it or like your spine. So he explains it like very good. It's just like the pelvis position you have to, instead of like when you go like down, you have like this movement going on. You don't want to have this. It's kind of like loses tension, and what's helped with this is ankle mobility, but it's too early for this, or like I have to do it, you know, progress with it. But the one thing I can do is already stand like a little bit wider like this, and have like a little bit like foot elevation going on. So it's basically Isaac, help, what's wrong? Dude, it's such a long name. Zacharias, what's going on? Help, I look like shit, okay. What can we do about this? So I'm gonna do like another warm-up. You have no equipment, you want to get abs. I think like with the app thing, you should just need like a basic weight training programmer, and then you have to look what you eat basically. If you have no equipment, you have like the possibility to go into like a commercial gym, or do you want to do it at home? So like abs are just what you eat basically, the calories you get. If you kind of like lose body weight, but I would not recommend it without doing any like weight training on the side, you know? You don't know where to start. So like the main goal should be, if it's possible for you, to get a gym membership, which means you get to the closest gym that's near you, you know, closest to you. You get like a trial training session in to see if it's gonna, you know, fit your vibe, if you're gonna like going there. And then you get like you know, usually every gym gets you like a training system, full body, whatever it is. And then you're gonna hit the gym like 2-3 times a week. That's it. And obviously, if you wanna get abs, you have to train them. But at the same time, the thing is with the abs, it's kind of like made in the kitchen. You might have heard it before. You have to be like in a calorie deficit. You have to lose body weight with this. You have to lose body fat with it. Even like my abs section is not like visible right now. I'm too fat for it. You know, too much body fat. It's basically, yeah. It's basically just what you eat. But you need weight training as well at some point. So my recommendation, go to a gym. And if you need anything else, just hit me up in Discord. I can give you like the basics. They are like easier just in between the sets, you know? You need like help wherever you want to start with. So we're gonna do the second warm-up. Oh, wait. This was the close one. Yeah, we forgot something, but we realized it. Okay, so yeah, this definitely, you know, get the heart rate up. So let's see. I can do like 40 again, but I should do it slower. I should not rush through it like this. And do like 3 sets of it. Yeah. Like I said, Sicaros, it's easier. Just hit me up in Discord. I'm gonna give you the basics, but it's just like too hard to explain everything in detail between the sets. But I swear, experts, I rarely forget like weight on like one side. I'm just like not too focused right now. Okay, so we're gonna do. I think we're gonna hit it. I'm working on my abs right now as well. but I take it slow. I have it planned for like 5 months overall, you know. I'm losing like body weight, body fat every month. And within like 4 or 5 months, you know, I'm hopefully back at where I was. And yeah, lean beef patty. She's on. Wait, I just looked her up today on Instagram. Since like one YouTube guy was like talking about her. I don't know what it even was. But I looked up on Instagram. Yeah, she's like 6 million followers, right? It's pretty big. Yeah. Yeah, obviously. Do you think it's completely natural for a woman to look like this? I don't know. Yeah. Her back is definitely insane. Now, actually, finally, I know someone you're talking about. I'm pretty happy about this. Finally. You're always flexing those names, and I never know who you're talking about. But I know like Lean Beef Patty, man. I know her. She's I think so. She's next. Okay, if she does like gymnastic for like whatever 20 years, 20 years, it's probably yeah. But I just remembered, and yeah, it's just look up like some of her back pictures on Instagram. I want to see myself from the side. Okay, this is like a different thing. I take everything back. But nowadays, you can't be like so sure, you know. If you see those like Instagram pictures, so I have to find a way to record myself from the side. Um, Better. Right. So that is gonna land on my OnlyFans account, just in case you want to see those videos, you know, just hit me up. And on the side, it's gonna check if my butt wing is gonna be there with the foot elevation and the movement itself. I just posted the video, right, about the butt wing thing. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll be happy with it. It's always this spotter, man. And maybe I should not try to go like as deep. Huh. So basically my issue is I want to figure out how much butt wink I have, right? But I still want to have like my safety bar on the side just in case. And it's kind of like hard to see. The man of Sam Solek, he said like this big guy. He's probably gonna need it for other doctor appointments when he hits like 30. I don't know. I think it's not too bad, but it's still the camera angle is not too great. You wanna make something together? I just need to see myself on the side, man. It's so worth it. Oh no, nobody's gonna watch me on YouTube. Dude, there's nobody is watching me on Twitch. There's even less on Kick, and there's nobody on YouTube. So I think like even like the YouTube stuff is not even worth it. Nobody's gonna open it. So let's see. Are we happy with this one? Fuck, I can't see it. Okay, this camera angle is not working. Yeah, I don't know. The next time I have to figure it out if I get like a good like side camera angle with this. It's like way too important. Could you not move your table where your bottle sits and down a bit where it's all level with your back and place your camera up there? On there? Where do you want me to place the camera? On the rack? So like this one, it's completely screwed in, so I have like nothing to place it on basically. Or I mean like my mobile phone. Inside a bench or with the camera on top. Yeah. I don't know. The thing is maybe it's like worth it I want to figure it out. But it's like bench enough. The thing is with let's try it like this. No? I'm gonna try it like this. You gave me a good idea with the bench. So I'm gonna do it like this. Even if I have like not probably gonna be fine without the spotter, right? Nothing's gonna happen anyways. So I'm gonna do like my last set, even though 4 sets were not planned, but I wanna try it out. Let's see. Ah, that was definitely like the last one, man. I'm gonna show it to you when it's good. I think the camera angle should be fine. I think there's like a slight butt wink going on. Yeah. Dude, I know it's so hard. Yeah. Get ready. So this is how it looks like. I don't know how to turn it down a little bit, you know. Like the video itself would be awesome, but this is how like how it looks. Obviously I need bigger legs, right? That's for sure. That's too much. I don't know. I think it's definitely better with the elevation. So I'm gonna keep it up like this. Um, the thing is, I definitely have like a camera mount thing, but it's not gonna work with this mobile phone or like, I don't know, it's just me, yeah. You can always play some Olympic plates on a bench. Hold that YouTube on, shot into the butt drink or no? I'm gonna share it in Discord maybe later, and then we're gonna figure it out, you know? I have to slow it down, I have to stop at the position, nothing for now. We're already like in for like 3 hours and it's not ending yet. So let's do calf raises. Then we're done with the leg part. This day, we hit the bench. Your last rubric of the cutter potential. Yeah, they're like usually like they were too long in it. So the thing you want to avoid, as long as I know, is when you heat up your potatoes in a pan or like as soon as it gets like brownish. This is usually bad when it can give you like a substance that's like not too healthy to eat. I think. I don't know how it is so with the air fryer, but it's definitely not too good when you fry it in like oil or like in fat. But I don't know. Usually you want to avoid getting like this kind of like brown potatoes or like fries. But I was eating my chicken while waiting for it. I kind of like forgot the time and yeah. But yeah, but those like potatoes are definitely like one of my favorites, man. Calf raise block for the new guys. This is my declined calf raise block. Yeah, but I thought it might be interesting. I've never done it like on Instagram yet, right? I did it like a few times in Discord, like a whole day of eating and yeah, but everybody likes different stuff and but it's always nice to get like new inputs here and there. We're gonna do 4 sets of calf raises now. Dude, I already like trying to um I have to eat so much food later. I skipped my pre-workout oatmeal since I woke up pretty late. I had like my breakfast kind of thing, and then I started the workout kind of. So, I mean, my pizza is waiting for me. I've already like pizza today, but it's my for my post-workout meal. But is it like 800 calories? I own yeah, 850 calories I ate so far today. 850, man, and we're doing like a 3-hour leg session. This can't be good. This can't be good. One second, we need some new water. Water. Ah, cool, you're still here, Express. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a huge dinner. I want to watch like some Twitch later and maybe like a little bit of like TV, which is always nice in combination to eat. This way I usually eat. But yeah, I heard it. Yeah, 76 is definitely too young. Especially it seems like natural causes kind of, right? That he slept or like he died in his sleep kind of. So I don't know. I watched him like the last time on like the Mandalorian, and yeah, it's definitely yeah. Rocky Predator, yeah. He played like this. What is like Kopfgeldjäger again? Like the not like Hitman. What's like Kopfgeldjäger? Like Bounty Hunter. This Bounty Hunter like the Mandalorian. Yeah, but at least like 76, you know. It's better than nothing, but it's definitely like too young. Headhunter. Is it not like yeah, Headhunter or Bounty Hunter, right? And high thick chicks. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. So we already did like a bunch of like quad hamstring exercises, gluteus. Now it's time to give like some love to the calves, you know. Great should have been much bigger celebrity. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, but like acting is like a thing anyways, right? You need the movies that are kind of like making you famous, or like the actor alone can't make like a movie good, you know. It's always like depends on like so many other things. Okay, so calf raise time. I'm gonna do like a extra weight single calf raise thing. I mean, basically doing as much weight I can do, not as much weight, as much reps I can do to muscle failure. Then I'm gonna lower the weight, and then I'm gonna do as much as I can do just with the body weight. And we're gonna change like the foot position a little bit with the body weight. It gives like the calf a little bit more different kind of like area I'm working on. But this is gonna be single leg calf raises now. like going like full range. I'm gonna lower as much as I can, and this block is like decline as well, so you get like even like a better stretch out of it. And I'm going like completely up. It's and this is my one and only like calf raise exercise I'm doing. That American football before, yeah, I just read it as well. Obviously, he had like amazing physique, like back in like those like Rocky times, or like, yeah, I don't know if you saw like Predator, but I think I don't know, if you like, 70s, 80s, right, you obviously, not as like jacked anymore. It's gonna, get lost at some point in life, but when he was younger, he was definitely like into fitness. So we're doing 34. And my left side is definitely like the weaker side, so this is why I'm starting with this. 3 more sets to go. Yeah, this is definitely going to be like one of those longer leg sessions today. But we talked a lot, I don't mind it. This is why we're streaming, but I just wish I could have like a quick food break, but it would make no sense at all. We have to do like abs after this, and there's nothing worse than having like a full stomach while doing any kind of like ab core workout. So I'm gonna get it in later, It's all good. Okay, so second round. But I can definitely feel the lack of energy since I skipped my pre-workout oatmeal. I usually have like currently 80 grams of oats, 20 grams of some kind of like cornflakes thingies, maybe sometimes a little bit of like walnuts, but I have definitely like a bunch of like carbs 1 or 2 hours before my workout, and a protein shake with it. But yeah, I slept too long, my breakfast was too late, and everything, But as long as I get it in later, it's all good. And this, by the way, the current weight today, it's insane for some reason. But I guess I had like too much water in, I peed it all out the night. So this is my current weight already, which is, maybe it's gonna get up again, but this is definitely like way too low, but I felt like I got up like 4 or 5 times this night just to pee. But I drank so much yesterday. I usually drink like way too much. Yeah. What do you include in your protein shake? Also, as you more for water or milk, you know. So I just basically have like 1 scoop of protein powder, which is like 25 grams of like protein, maybe. Let's see. Let's look it up. It's like 1 scoop. Yeah, it's about like 25, 26 grams of like protein, 116 calories. And what I really like is like almond milk. It's so like I stepped away from like cow milk. For me personally, it's better if I cut it out a little bit more. Obviously, I feel like whey protein, which is like the milk source, right? But if I cut out like all like the milk at least, even though nowadays I tend to eat a little bit more like skyr, like dairy, but I'm not like too much of a like cow milk fat anymore. So I'm usually, when I do like my oatmeal, I use rice milk. When I do like my protein shake, I don't like the taste with water, so I include some almond milk. And the nice thing about those almond milk is 300 milliliters of it, it's just like 40 calories. It's like such low in calories, which is just amazing for me. So recommendation, almond milk. But only if you wanna, you know, if you have to track a little bit your calories. So like what I already mentioned earlier, I try to eat my calories instead of drink it, right? This I have like way more out of it. But if I would try to gain weight at some reason, I would probably add like whatever. You know, almond milk is definitely really, really low on calories, but it tastes amazing with the protein shake. Okay, so third round. Yeah, but water is definitely not like one of my favorites. It's probably like my least favorite with a protein shake. So usually it's always like about like 300 milliliters of like almond milk, and like 1 scoop of like protein powder, which is 30 grams of protein powder maybe, which is like 26, 25 grams of like protein in it. So this is usually what and I don't necessarily need it for like the protein. Depends on the day a little bit. I mostly just drink it for the taste, and obviously it's always nice to add like some more protein, but I have days where I eat like 230 grams of like protein the whole day, which is definitely like slightly, you know, maybe too much. So like if you like, do we have like Instagram or Discord? You can see like the whole day. I adjusted it yesterday. I mean, in general, you should kind of like focus on like 2 grams per like kilogram body weight. So if you have like someone that's obviously, if you're like 150 kilograms, you don't have to eat like 300 grams of like protein. But let's say someone that weighs like 90 kilograms, right? You get like basically 180 grams of like protein at least. You can go like a little bit higher. What I like to do, especially once you lower your calories, and we're talking about like 2,400 calories maybe, and you want to keep your muscles, it's definitely nice to go like a little bit higher. But I definitely have like lately always like 200 grams, around like 200 grams of like protein a day. Just like yesterday. So like I just posted my stuff yesterday in Discord, the whole day of eating, and I did like an Instagram thing about it, if you're like interested in it. And just like yesterday was 223 grams of blood protein. It's just like what I eat. And like I said, I'm boring with the food. You can eat so much different things. You can go so crazy on the vegetables, you know. There's like basically no end. And eat like as colorful as you want to, you know. It's just, I just can't, man. I'm not like a vegetable guy, sadly. I eat my broccoli, my cauliflowers here and there, but my beans or like it's just so freaking rough. Cornflakes, yeah, like this, just basic cornflakes with hi bandana crams, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you too, man. Enjoy the weekend. Yeah, it's just like, let's see, maybe I can look it up. My sister actually bought it. And she recommended it to me. I got it. It's like this stuff. Obviously, it's in German, but you can see what I mean with it, right? I added like 20 grams of it yesterday. Yeah, it should be like no sugar added, and I don't know how much. Let's see how much sugar is even like in there. Can I? Yeah, if you scroll down, you got like the macronutrients. It's called Nährwerte in German. Just scroll down a little bit. It has like less than 1 gram of sugar, right? And basically all that's in it, it's like corn, right? It's just corn. 99.6% corn. I have to admit, I don't know what's like this soya lecithin is. I don't know, but the other stuff sounds good. Yeah, okay, one last set and then we're done. Done with the legs, then we have to do still core. So I think this is going to be my longest session ever. Okay. Gonna do? I'll have protein powder is your favorite. I stick to the basic stuff like vanilla, chocolate. I even like banana at some point. But nothing fancy. I feel like those like basic flavors are usually always like the best at those companies, but whatever you like, you know, flavor wise. I even bought like some natural one without any flavor added. It's just, you know, whatever like your taste is. And just go with like basic whey protein. If you don't want any like milk protein, obviously you can get like nowadays like all kind of like proteins, right? So whatever like your choice is. But this is definitely one of the best supplementations you can do if your main nutritionist, you know, if you want to add like some extra protein. And nowadays it tastes so freaking good. I used to be like to drink like a lot of when I was younger, like a child, like this like carb stuff, like cacao chocolate shakes thingies, like with like 120% sugar, you know. It always reminds me like this, but this is at least like kind of like healthy if you're not talking those like sweeteners. But it's I don't know. I freaking like the flavor nowadays. It's yeah, it definitely makes sense to supplement. I'm trying out. Okay, like the Instagram guys posting too much now. I have to like refigurate like the bot. I'm trying out stuff. Last one I took was cream and cookies. Let's just say it's hard to digest unless it's I blended video. Yeah, it's I think at some point I had like cream and cookies as well, or like the all kind of like different flavors, and you you can't go wrong with like if you like the vanilla flavor, obviously, or like chocolate. I think you are like either like the chocolate vanilla guy, or even you like both. So choose you know your preference, but this is usually always good. Okay, so finally my leg part is done for today, but we're gonna do like core. So what should we do? You know what? I'm gonna do like the same stuff like yesterday. Not yesterday, like the last time. We're just gonna do cable sit-ups. Then we're gonna do like the bicycle stuff on the ground. So I usually always do like some kind of like crunches. But what I like to do is a little bit like, I don't know, I stick with it. I do like kind of like a circuit where I do like 5 exercises in a row, usually like 10 sets, 20, 30 sets, reps with it. You're gonna see it. But it's basically just like concentrating on like the core part. And at the end, we're gonna do some Supermans on the ground for the lower back. So we're gonna hold it for 70 seconds. And I might gonna do even like a quick stretch. But yeah. Where's the energy, man? I need more energy. I need more energy. My legs are like so. It's always like a German Alexa, man. She thinks I'm talking to her, but I don't, you know? It's so let's see. But I swear, like it's such a good leg pump. I definitely take it. It's been a while since we tried. We're gonna do this one. Okay, maybe not as loud. What the fuck? And then we're gonna hit like this one. Okay. Yeah. But I don't know. With like the protein powder, I would not make it like too complicated. Stick to the flavor you like, whatever it is, and choose it, you know, with your liking. And the general recommendation is definitely oh, it's not going up for some reason. The general recommendation is always try to buy on a sale, you know, where you get like 20, 30, 50% off. Don't pay like the full price. Okay, let's set it up. So this is and you can always ask me whatever you like, you know, like why you are doing this exercise and blah blah blah. Just let me know if you have like any questions. But in general, core part is the first one is just like a warm up to see how it is, and then we're gonna start with it. But we're gonna do like 5 in a row, and then some lower back things, and yeah. But I think we need. Let's not go there. So this is gonna be my last part of my leg session. I always include some core things, right? For me, it's enough to do like 3 core circuits like this. And for some reason, I tried it out at some point. I really like doing these ones. It's mostly just like, even though the first exercise is going to be extra weight, and then it's just like body weight stuff, body weight crunches kind of thing, just like bicycle things. And the last one is going to be like hanging leg raises. And then we're doing like those like lower back thing really quick. And it's going to be like 70 seconds without touching with the hands to the ground. It's going to be rough. Someone said chocolate. Like, didn't you say you want to shred down as well? Or who was it? Someone wanted to join me with the weight loss. Which means, obviously, you can still have your like sweets if you want to, but I would recommend cutting it out completely since it's like way easier like this. I swear, like once you cut it out for like a week or two, those like cravings are going away for sure. Okay, first round. Ah. Ah. Ooh. Ah. You done this meat junk as a little awesome, nice. I swear, if you like used to eating junk food 6 days out of 7, you know, and you just turn it down by like 1 day, which is already awesome. It's a progress, right? And already like good enough. For me, it's still, even if I'm completely, so like this was my physique like 22, right? And I even ate like one pizza a week. And this is definitely something that I needed that motivates me till the bitter end when you, even if I shred down, to eat like a pizza a week. And this year we wanna even go like more crazier. We have to see. More shredded. This would be like the goal. Just, don't do it every day, or at least, try the best that you, I don't know. It's just like such a waste of calories for some reason. I was counting calories to be more precise, but haven't go around to do that yet, and downside losing weight for me. So like counting calories is not necessarily needed. If you kind of like have a good feeling how much you can eat, what you can eat, and if you listen to your body kind of thing, and now counting calories or not counting calories, it's still the same. You should stick to like whole food, cut like the junk food out as good as you can, no sweets or like no sugar stuff. Basically everything like highly processed is like a no-go. But you can replace it with like fruits, all kind of like fruits, which is pretty awesome. Yeah. Too excited and tough, but they seem to be very baggy on me now. Oh, is it like a good thing or like a bad thing? Yeah, I don't know how much you did yesterday's strength, but usually it's definitely worth it to at least, if you feel like too tired to get like a rest as well. Um, I'm not like a fan of energy drinks, Rather stick to like coffee, but energy drinks. But this is me. Don't get me wrong, I could use one right now. But it's this oatmeal. Even though I'm always tired at the end of my workout, it's no matter what you do. Okay, so second round. Ooh. I told my body to move, but it's delayed. I definitely think energy drinks are bad. Yeah, probably. I mean, depends a little bit what kind of like energy drinks, but I don't know. There are like so many different brands out there nowadays, but without knowing what's like in there, if you just Google it, you're probably gonna find your answer, you know. So, how many energy drinks you drink strength per week? If you have like an overview, without lying to yourself, how much is it? And no judgment here, you know. I used to smoke, you know, so much. You even drink like one a day, okay. Maybe strength if you're able to do it, cut it out for like a week, and to see if you're feeling better or not. A 2 sets of energy drink at most in your life, only water and a cup of maybe 2 coffee a day. Yeah, this is awesome. If you like, I'm not like a fan of pre-workout boosters and like energy drinks. I think you can do like so much better, you know. Just stick to like green tea, essential green tea strength. It gives you like a little bit of like energy, I guess, and it's really, really healthy. Or like coffee, right? Or like Hong Thai. I'll sniff on some Hong Thai. Oh, that's good. Okay, second round. No delaying. Hi Z, how's it going, man? Happy Saturday. I might buy a coffee grinder and start buying fresh coffee beans instead of buying instant coffee out of a jar. Whatever like your jam is, but I can recommend green tea. Green tea is awesome. You said like antioxidants as well, right? Antioxidantien. It's such a good thing. You have even like 3 a day. Okay, this is insane. With like 3 a day, it's most likely too much. Even though, 1 cigarette a day is probably pretty bad as well, So I don't know. It's try to turn it down a little bit, Z, I guess. Or like at least whatever brand you're buying on like for the energy drinks, do like some research and see if it's really healthy or good. I don't know if like nowadays you have like some healthy energy brand choices, but I don't think it's like worth it. Got your Olympic weight free today. Okay, still got a few other gym items to say. Yeah, as long as you can leave like the stuff you need, that's like definitely good enough. 160 milligrams per can. Okay. I don't know what's like. I forgot already like the Andrew Huberman podcast when he was talking about like coffee and how much he recommends. Was it not something up to like 250? I don't know. I could be wrong here. I don't know. It's been a while. Never tried green tea. Do it. So this is like my favorite one, and I even used like this one. Obviously, they have like a lot of like different brands out there. I can recommend this one. And that's too much coffee increases cortisol too. Yeah, it's not even like this. I don't think it's like too good for your heart. Probably if you have like a high cortisol level, you are like stressed as fuck as well, which is not good for your heart, right? But I don't know. It's just especially like with things that you put in your body, you have to be really, think about it first. It's really like this. I just read like today, like a study or like some like a research group found out that like in Germany here is a lot of people are having like microplastic in their like urine, like in their body for whatever reasons, like this like BPA stuff, right? This usually makes like plastic stuff smooth or like bendable, this kind of thing, which is usually like forbidden in Europe, I think. But there are like still sources or like still people have like this like microplastic in their body. Obviously, if you drink like your water out of plastic bottles, this kind of thing, or even like, and I just learned it like a week ago, that someone in a podcast was talking about it. When you get like a Starbucks coffee in like this in like this cup, which is made out of, you wouldn't think it's plastic. So it's made out of like, what is it called in English? Like the basic Starbucks coffee cups you get. They're like recyclable, whatever. But the inside of it, it's most likely out of like plastic, since it has to keep like the fluid in, right? At some point, so nothing gets out. So even if you buy like some kind of like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. You drink out of plastic bottles. Yeah, I stopped doing these ones. I drink like, if I can, water. But for example, I have like my protein powder in like a plastic bottle thing or like in some kind of like plastic. Yeah. Obviously I'm not perfect either, but I think like the stuff you can avoid, you should. Without, telling, being like too negative. But I swear, this is like the thing, even like, isn't it a lot, not like like studies out there that like even like microplastic or plastic has some kind of like thing with the testosterone level as well, or like it can cause like some disbalances or whatever, or like imbalances. Glass bottles are way too expensive. Okay, so like for us, it's not like it's kind of like the same. You just give it back, it's gonna get recycled. Same with like the plastic bottles. So it's not too expensive, but if it's where you live, it's too expensive. I totally get it, but maybe you can find like a brand that's like that's like not too expensive then. But yeah. I don't know, man. It's just like, best you're gonna grow everything in your garden, Even this is probably gonna complete, yeah, whatever. So we're gonna do like one last set. Yeah, next time we're gonna fix like those Instagram thing. It's posting way too much. But I'm definitely happy that it's doing like the posting now, since it didn't work for the first time. Okay, one last. Yeah. And I eat like my oatmeal out of like a plastic bottle as well, kind of thing. And I think even like on there, there's like no BPA free sign on it. So this is probably not the best either, But yeah, I don't know. Glass is definitely better than plastic. But it's never ending. I won't be so hungry. I could just keep laying down on the ground. But I have to eat something. Otherwise, the workout is gonna get like, not too good. And recovery. Ah. Holy shit. Okay, so quick. We did leg extensions and leg curls. And I swear, if I'm gonna stick to back squats, I'm not gonna do like 5 sets anymore. I'm gonna tone it down by like 3 or like 4 maximum. Then we did Bulgarian split squats. 3 sets. We did leg raises, 2 sets. We did those like hip thrusts or like glute bridges for like hamstring gluteus. And we did like even like 4 sets of back squats, man. I don't know, I swear too much. But I'm like so happy that I'm gonna include like back squats again. But at some point I might have to adjust my leg session. Then we did like 4 sets of calf raises and like the whole ab circuit thing for like straight part and some lower back as well and some stretching. Yeah, so this is like what like a leg session usually looks like for me, but obviously it's not gonna be like like 4 hours long. This is just like way too much talking and too much time in between the sets. But it's weekend Friday or Saturday, right? So I don't mind. We started like even like a little bit earlier than I usually do. So yeah. So if you guys any questions before I head off? And by the way, tomorrow is most likely gonna be my push day, my chest day. If I'm not too exhausted, you never know, but it's definitely planned to do like my chest session tomorrow. Awesome. We get like at least like 2 followers now. Experts, thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. And Vietnam's as well. Thank you so much. How's it going, Vietnam? Vietnam's. Not a question, but for sure follow. Yeah, awesome. But I think those like 4 hour session, it might be like one of the longest session I ever had. But usually like 3 hours is more than enough for me. But it is like one of those longer workout sessions. Okay, so let's see. Dude, I'm so freaking hungry. So like Relic is online, he's like on Kick online. It's like anybody's watching on Kick right now, probably not, right? Let's see. Okay, so it's probably not worth it to wait anyways, but I'm most likely gonna chill a little bit watching Relic later on Kick. So if anybody's interested in, this guy's pretty awesome. He usually does like urban exploring and stuff, but Kundi ist as a kind of like a festival thing. Wie geht's dir so? Super, top. Und nochmal danke für den Follow. Mega müde, jetzt noch 4 Stunden Workout. So I'm definitely like really, really tired now. It's been a long day. But appreciate the hanging out with me, guys. It was fun. But it's time to shower and to food, like to get food in. I just call it to food for some reason. Like to eat and to, to get some food in. But yeah, enjoy your Saturday, guys. Wait, I wanted to check it out on like Kick really quick. Like Kick is like so weird usually. Yeah, there's like nobody watching fitness on Kick. Yeah. Oh, okay. This yoga girl looks interesting. Enjoy your meet also. Yeah, thanks. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like always. Have a great Saturday, great weekend. And I might be back, like I said, tomorrow. If not, I'm going to let you guys know on Discord. But most likely push day tomorrow. And then I trained already 3 days in a row, which is my jam, right? Push, pull legs with a different workout order sometimes, but yeah. Oh, damn. Yeah, okay, 3 more minutes for like 4 hours, I can't. Otherwise, I would have done it completely, but yeah, this is enough. Okay, see ya, guys. Have a good one. Much love. See ya. Bis dann.